That's an interesting looking pistol I just unlocked here in my battle pack. It looks like a fancy pistol and it's all chrome. I believe the regular one is just gray metal or something. First I thought I actually unlocked this pistol, but I believe that's just a camo like it usually is in the battle packs. So now for that battle pack unlock or opening and to this game. You know, believe it or not, but I did not like this map that much when I played the alpha of this game, because I was just kind of like, you know, coming from Battlefield 4, and I felt like there was too many different areas that are too spread apart from each other. It's like this ruins area, and then there's the little village. And then there's this area where the windmill is up there by the F flag. And then there's this other ruin by the B flag over here. So, I don't know, I mean, it looks very interesting, but I just didn't have as much fun playing this map. And then afterwards, I found out that people just raved about this map. And I didn't really understand it. And I think it is never like this that you can just say, wow, this map is the best map or the greatest map. It's like you can only say, oh, I personally really love this map, because everyone has different feelings about, you know, what map they like, because everyone has a different play style. Everyone has a different opinion about, you know, what map is pretty or exciting to play. And it depends on where you grew up and what impresses you in life. And while I grew up in Europe, and this reminds me of home, I just wasn't really like, you know, it's a pretty map and all, but I just didn't have fun, and that's basically why it ended up never being such an exciting map for me. I have to say though, now that I've played all the maps in Battlefield 1 and I come back to this map every so often, I actually do enjoy playing on this map now, because I found my ways to play it and have fun. But it has also a lot to do with the type of weapon you're using, and that you're actually using the right weapon for the particular situation. And this map is very versatile. It's got like wide open areas, but it's got also all those ruins, and it's got the little village with the lots of rooms and stairs and ups and downs and nooks and crannies and lots of flanking routes. So you really have to find out what weapon works best for you and what type of person are you playing. Are you more of a defender or more of an attacker? I'm usually more of a defender. I love defending. I play games only at night and I'm usually already tired. So I really like to play chill games most of the time, or I just have like a chill play style. So what I'm using right here, I'm actually playing as the support, and the support doesn't really have any real good guns. People have already mentioned that here and there, and I have to agree with that. I was actually running around with the Madston first a lot, because that was the only really decent weapon I had unlocked and had access to, but it had like such a low rate of fire. It was like 540 RPM versus this gun, which is the Bar M1918 Trench, that has 600 rounds per minute, which is doesn't sound like a lot of difference, but you can definitely feel that this weapon is a little bit faster and does better when you have a lot of enemies that you have to take out at once. But I still sometimes wished this weapon was a little faster, because I really like how the weapon feels and sounds and handles. I just wished it was like more like 700 rounds per minute, and of course 750, which is usually what I played with in Battlefield 4. Most guns were around 750, even sometimes 800. The only problem is, if you have a fast weapon like this, you have to sacrifice in accuracy. And I don't think there are many faster weapons than 600 rounds per minute in Battlefield 1. The only one I know of right now is the Automatico M1918 in the Assault class. I've tried that weapon and it's super fast, but it is so fast that it's extremely hard to control, and the damage is really not all that good. So the weapon is really just good for like in situations like this where you have like tight quarters, indoor areas and stuff like that. As soon as you have to like go outside and shoot someone farther away, you have really not a lot of luck taking that person out. They're probably going to take you out first with a, you know, one of those medic rifles, the Cyrogoti or the Mondragon, which they can just shoot one bullet and you're down. So I quickly lost interest in that 900 rounds per minute gun, even though you do see people, quite a few people use it, but mostly like on war pigeons or any situation where they can just stick around houses and don't have to worry about being shot from a far distance. And like many other guns in Battlefield 1, this BAR M1918 has two brothers, and the one is the BAR M1918 Storm and the other one is the BAR M1918 Telescopic. And when you compare the trench version to the Storm version, then you can see that the trench version has a better hipfire accuracy, actually almost double that from the Storm. But then the Storm has better control and better accuracy. Not much, but a little bit more. The damage is really the same on either one of them. So I have had a hard time figuring out which gun I like better, because, you know, somehow it feels good that you have better accuracy, but then when you try to hip shot someone, the gun is all over the place. You know, it really depends. I can't say, I just can't tell which gun I like better. So I keep switching between the two, and I hope that one day I will just find my favorite of the two. But right now you can see me play only with the trench, because I think at this point I decided that the trench was doing me a better favor, because I have started to kind of force myself to just learn to shoot it out of the hip instead of constantly looking through the side, because that was a super bad habit that I started in Battlefield 3, I think already, where I constantly pulled the gun up to my eye when I didn't have to, when I had literally someone right in front of my belly and I could have just shot. And of course, you know, that split second that it takes for you to pull the gun up to your eye, you've already lost. And that's a super bad habit for me to break. But I feel like Battlefield 1 finally helps me to break that annoying habit that was haunting me for years. Well, we'll see. But in my opinion, the BAR M1918 either version is definitely the best weapon in the support class, which doesn't really have such great weapons to begin with. And I think it has mainly something to do with the fact that it has the highest rate of fire. And, you know, let me know in the comments what your opinion is about that, what your favorite weapon is in the support class. I would love to hear it. Maybe you give me a tip of what I should use next. But this video was all about the BAR M1918, and we had an awesome win here, almost double the score from the enemies. And I hope you enjoyed this. And look at that, this is like a pet peeve of mine. It takes just way too long for the scoreboard to come up, and then if you're on the bottom of the scoreboard, it takes forever to scroll down to see your score. So I really hope they fix that very soon. But until next video, happy gaming and have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.